as an observer, and here we have to draw left hand side view as an observer onto the left hand side. This is the continuation of the problem. After this, whenever we are solving any question related to orthographic projections, the first thing we should note down is total length, height and width. So when we are along x direction, that is for the front view, the total length is 128 as we see here, plus 32. That gives me the value as 160. So I'll write down the total length. Then the total height of the object, it is given here 65 mm. So this height and the height of the surface here both are same. So total height is 65 and here the total length is 160, not 60. Next, the width of the object when we are looking from side, here the total width will be, on this surface the width is 70, and if I can see here, this portion is having 30 plus 20, and we can say this is also 20, so that also gives me the value as 70. So I'll write down total width as 70 mm. Now after getting the total length, height and width of the object, we need the spacing, that is where we should draw front view, top view and side view. That I'll explain here. XY line, then VPHP. Since none of the main methods is mentioned here, that is either we should use first angle method of projection or third angle method of projection. So I'll be using here the first angle method of projection, because if nothing is specified, we can always go for the first angle method. And in that method, front view will be in VP, top view will be in HP. So here, but the main thing is about the side view, which is left hand side view. By first angle method of projection, we have to look it from left hand side and draw it onto the other side, that is right hand side. And front view and side view will be adjacent, so left hand side view will be on the right hand side, it means here. So if the side view is on right hand side, so the front view should be on left hand side, and below the front view there will be top view. Now it means front view is on left, so in the front, when we are looking along x direction, the total length and height is visible, width is not visible from the front. So here I am projecting a light line. Now over this line I am going to measure the length as 160 mm, and the total height is 65 mm. So this is the rectangle inside which I am going to draw the front view. Then in the top view, height of the object is not visible, so length and width would be visible. So projecting the length from the front view. Width is 70 mm. So inside this rectangle I'm going to draw the top view. Then for the side view, when we are looking at the object from the side, in that case the width of the object and the height of the object will be visible and not the length. So height of the object I can get it directly from the front view. So I have projected the height. Then for the side view, here with respect to a point, I'll measure an angle of 45 degree. So getting the width from the top view, here is a rectangle inside which I'm going to draw the side view. Now whenever we have the orthographic projection, we have to start with the front view first. So as an observer, when I'm looking from x direction, I'm going to see this plate which is of 18 mm height and this entire surface. So here when I'm looking from the front, then this complete surface will be visible to me, which I have shaded here. And now this portion has a length of 128 mm and the height is 65 mm. 128 and the height is 65. From this left hand side, this height is 18 mm. So measuring 18 mm and projecting it with the help of light line. After that, here it is given that this quarter circle is having a radius of 20. So I can say that here this will be the same center, and if this is 20, here it is 24. So that gives me 44 as the length. So I'll take 44 mm length and then drawing a light vertical line through it, projecting it with the help of light line. And next, here this arc is having a radius of 40, so its center will be located here. I'm going to measure the distance as radius 40 from here. Or what I can do here is I'll see the reference from this right hand side, that is taking 52 mm, and then drawing a light vertical line. And now from here I have to measure the radius 40. So this remaining distance will be of 12 mm. Measuring this radius and drawing a light arc, and then After that, I have drawn this portion. Then here even this rectangle is there which will be seen from the front. So whatever remains out of this is the other, we can say that rectangle. So 128 length I have taken, whatever remains that is for the rectangle. Now I'll go on making it dark, starting with the arc. So when we are looking from front, that is along x direction, this surface is also visible. And if we see here, this arc and the surface here, they are not on the same plane. Means this surface is ahead whereas this surface is behind. So separating them, there should be a dark line. So here I have drawn that arc dark. Next, between these two surfaces, as again they are not on the same plane, so there will be dark line in between them. Next, here I have completed this portion which is visible as it is. So I can say that this much part is the visible front view. Apart from this, here there is a circular hole which will not be seen along x direction, so I'll have to plot it as hidden and this will appear as a rectangle. So to mark its center, it is from this end, it is at 24 mm. So I'll mark its center, 24 mm. Drawing a light line through it. Then the circle which is there inside. For that, the dimension is given here. It is given two holes of 20 mm diameter. So they have not given the dimension here, but together they have marked the dimension on this location. So from this center, I'll be measuring 10 mm on both sides. So this hole is hidden. Next, at the same time, inside this portion, there is another hole which we can see here, that is located at a length of 20 mm from one side. So at a distance of 20 mm from one side, which is the right hand side, I am measuring the center of the hole. So here I am marking its center, and then the hole is of diameter 20 and it is not given that it is how much deep. So I'll assume that the hole is through. So measuring 10 mm and 10 mm on both sides. So these are the centers for the holes. Next, here I complete the front view along with the dotted circles. Then after that, I'll be projecting the top view, and when I'm looking from top, the first thing which is visible to me is this surface. So I need to draw this surface along with the circle inside it. First, I'll draw the circle. For that here we have the center of the circle. Then its center is located at 20 mm width from the top corner. So 22 mm width from the top corner. The radius of the circle I can get it directly from the front view. So taking the center and drawing a circle from here. Then after that, it has a width of 44 mm from this corner, measuring 44 mm, and then drawing a light line through it, light horizontal line. Here it is having a width of 40 mm, so measuring 40 mm from here. It is the length 40, not the width, so measuring 40 mm. Drawing a light vertical line through it. Next, after reaching up till here, from this center, that is up to 22 mm width, from this center there is a distance of 30 mm as we see here, or in other words I can say that after taking 20 as the width, next I'll measure 30 width. So over this 40 I'm going to measure the width as 20 mm, and then drawing a light horizontal line through it. And here this portion is extended up to I can say 40 mm because the radius is 40 here for this quarter circle. So after taking the width 20, next I'll be measuring 40 mm over it to get the width. Here it is, the length is 40 mm, and then the width of the portion for this middle rectangle is 30 mm. So after taking 40 length, I'll measure 30 width. Next, so this portion will also be up to 40, and here it is extended, that is once this is 20, here we have 30, so again this distance, both the distances are same, that is same width 20 over here as well. And then after that, since the remaining distance, here we have the length as 52 and already 40 I have marked, so the remaining portion, this is of 12 mm length visible from the top view. And this has a total width of 44. Now whatever I have drawn here, first I'll make it dark so that we don't have any confusion while solving the problem further. So this complete surface is visible from the top as I have drawn here. Then at the same time, these surfaces which are curved will be seen as rectangles from the top view. So they are having equal width. Then drawing them dark. So here I am drawing that inclined surfaces. Then as we are looking from top, this surface which I am shading here will also be visible, and inside that there is a circle. So first here I have projected the center of that circle, and it is located exactly at half of the width, the center. So I am taking half of that. So getting the radius of the circle. This circle will be seen from the top. Next, here the corners they are curved, and it is having a radius of 20 mm. So for that I'll measure 20 mm along the width on both sides because both the corners are curved, drawing horizontal line through them. Next, measuring 20 mm along the length as well. That is, I'll be taking this 20 mm, marking it here to get the center. Similarly over this side to get the center, and then through them I'll draw vertical line, light vertical lines. Joining these two curves. So this is the top view, and here I am extending this surface. So this is the complete top view, and nothing is hidden in the top, everything is visible, and there is change of plane between this top surface, these two curved surfaces, and the surface here. So that is why there is dark line in between all of them. Now after reaching this stage, I am drawing the center lines. So here is the complete top view. Next I have to draw the side view, and for that, as an observer, we are on left hand side because we have to draw left hand side view towards right. So when I am standing over here, the first thing visible is this plate having width 70 and the height is 18. So height of the plate I can get it directly from the front view. and then this complete width is 70 as projected, so this will be a dark circle as it is visible from the side view from the direction in which we are standing. Then as we are standing over here, even this surface will be visible. Now this portion has a height of 8 mm, so that is already there in the front view. I can take its height from here. Next, its width can be taken from the top view. It is the same portion which I am projecting. Here I'll make this surface dark. Now if we see here, both these surfaces, they are on different planes. This plate is forward and this surface is behind, so separating them there should be a dark line. That dark line we have here. Then these two inclined portion, again they are visible from the side but as rectangles. These are the rectangles for this curved surface, so I'll directly make it dark. So this is the side view. Next, I can say that whatever is visible from the side that I have drawn, but there is a circle in this block, in this plate, and this vertical line which has to be hidden because they are not visible from the side view but they are existing. So I'm projecting the center of this hole which is there inside this plate with the help of a light horizontal line. So here I am projecting the center of the circle in the top view. After projecting this center, I'll project the circle as well. Now first I am projecting this circle which is there inside 18 mm height plate. Projecting it light. So here I'll draw it with the help of hidden lines. Then after that there is another hole inside this block, and that block is of total height 65. So for that I am projecting the center. So this is the center of the circle. The circle is having its diameter 20 mm. It is there in the top view. So I'll be projecting that diameter. So this is the hidden circle. Next, at the same time, there is this line, vertical line, not visible from the side view. It will also be hidden. So that line is here in the top view. I would be projecting it. And it is 65 height, means it is the total height. So that line is here. Next, here we complete this side view. After completing front view, top view and side view, finally I'll give the dimensions. This block is of 18 height. This quarter circle is having a radius of 40 This height is 65. Next, I'll mark the length. Then, as I can see here, the major portion or the shapes, two shape, that is circle, quarter circle and all, are visible in the top view. So I'll give the maximum dimensions in the top view. Radius 20 Then for these circles, I can give the dimension in this way. That two holes having diameter 20 So there is no need of giving the dimension to the other hole. I have written here there is two holes. There are two holes of diameter 20. Next, the location of the center for the holes. So here I'll give the dimensions. This is 52 and here we have 32. Here this rectangle is having a width of 30 and then this distance is 20. Here also we have 20, so the total width is of 70 mm. The center is located at 22 mm distance, and its length is 20. At last, I'll be giving the dimensions in the side view. This is 8 mm, then the height is 18, and the total height is 65 mm. Then both these rectangles are of 20 mm width, and here once I have given all the dimensions as said in the question, we have to draw the following views. Front view looking along direction X, so I have completed the front view. Next, top view as an observer looking from the top, this is the complete top view. And finally, left hand side view drawn towards right by first angle method of projection along with all the dimensions, and with this we complete the problem.